what's up? Hi guys. So yeah, we're doing part 4 of the interlude, bro. So yeah, so yeah, going to talk that out, bro. Who's been convicted of a murder, bro? It's not similar to how Laney was convicted of it. It was later revealed that he was not the actual person who killed Cal. It was actually the demon. So he was doing a bail case. So okay, well, what was there? Oh my god. Okay, I forgot. Oh, Venti. Traveler, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Willing for me?
No audience.
Oh, that dude.
I didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, deacon of the Church of Sabona, and herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not going to forget next time, right?
So you called here so we can meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat.
Right.
After all, I am the herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animal Archon in the loop. Oh, like that. You know that? About what? The fact that my cavern hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Like, I still seriously don't know why some of the characters don't have voice lines for this interlude. Or not, for some reason. I don't know why some of the characters aren't voiced in this interlude, though. Should all characters have voice lines? Yeah, because I know these characters have voice lines. So. Besides, I thought it needs someone to communicate their will in a formal thing, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
Me and Squid, and yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Reggie? That's surprisingly unlike you.
Oh, well, I knew for a moment. But when Ryan's daughter and Alice brought Bale to Mondstadt, when those two are in town, no one's forced to back off. The Prince, a very great specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's move. His identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
The difference is between each other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help friends. What do you know about situations that she... Well, I know that Abel is a synthetic being. And a lot of strange things happen in Mondstadt. Even though wind blew, could be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too. The minute we got here, something was off.
Share our faces with Betty and Dahlia.
I picked up on most of this too. Miles is out of sorts. Theodore didn't vanished us. Although I didn't know John had stopped being interested in master dealers.
When you love me to the song show, the world becomes gnaw, but an empty shell. Cruel is that fate. Cruel it may be. We're not for a hero. Who can set us all free? The truth has set me loose. Oh, well,
Oh, I'm getting that turned up board.
I was just making a comment. I was always on avoidable trails in life. At least that's what Bales would say. First someone is going to need a child like that. In such cases, even the seventh, no third than the tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet terrible fate, all Mondstadt could be worse of it. Oh well, even if Abel wasn't at the center of the case, protecting Mondstadt is a part of being an honorary knight, right? We still have help, of course. That's why I prepared a little surprise. Behold. Don't worry, I removed the fuse. It's not going to explode, say hello to the Dodo's communication device. Well, pal, don't think she'd care if I borrow it for a few days. Anyway, the invention, with a little help from the pick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. Right, not so good. Hopefully the stream's going good. Sorry, I just had to check the stream is going good. There you go. to return to the damn headquarters. Oh, Whirling Waltz. Wait, what the hell is Whirling Waltz? Okay, so Whirling Waltz is no one in particular, bro. So I have to return to such a sword quest to do this one. So yeah. Oh, a second. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry about it. I get distracted too much. Back. So, still doing Halo Part 4, bro. I will admit, it is kind of fitting that there's a couple of quests we gotta do. This, that's, wow. Both Escoffier's chapter and Act 2 of chapter 4 take place at that same goddamn hotel, bro. Like, for real. Oh, I know you must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Abel's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical. It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain in puzzle, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone, but Barca once said Albedo is it's very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me private, a private matter requires my attention. Charlotte, plan my first attorney, Kaya, has a favor to ask. Like Dean said, after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigating the case. So, yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want to join the investigation? No. We'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help this case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of season to task you with this, but that's a doubt. Understood. I know you'll get to the bottom of this. I mean, you never fail us in our time of need.
What if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Monster a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around a bailiff's office on the second floor, I'm telling you. Thank you for agreeing to investigate. We're telling you. Wow, we can actually go to the second floor now. Wow. But yeah. Oh, but we can't go up.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Dean's orders. He asked them to investigate our bailiff's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is how they help Hyman yesterday.
Wow. It looks a little bit like a science lab, but right, I have some work of my own. I'll leave it to you to it. Good luck, you two.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
There, stacks of books on the desk, most relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, are shaped or triangles drawn onto them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, this books are so fancy. I think they must have gone to great lengths to get them.
The moving books, the desk looks almost empty. The hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hand cover to look to stretch the desk. The resulting noise is very unusual. It's subtle. The experienced adventurer sounds hollow, almost like there is a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a living compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It's very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using steel. The compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. when specific forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in a alchemical experiment, up the refinement were startling, breaking through the shackles of light. This simulation of the project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Note mentioned specimen forces, which suggests that dragon spines could have been evolved somehow. If this has something to do with the crane synthetic life, would Albedo go that far? For one, an experience? No, it can't be. Amid the notes of is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the continent, and the third appears to be in Dragon Spine. Alright, the hand-drawn map. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of a joint investigation are correct, there or at the very least.
What is it doing? Oh, do you think something might also buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. Or to tell June what we found.
What the hell?
Oh, this is going. Look at this.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes all the others even more suspicious.
Let's see. So Bale's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Shall we learn? Not promising. We should be grateful our Bale's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Ryan Doctor's creations, there'll be no separating him from her past. We both know that her approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence we just convinced even the closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. I don't think his handwriting was fake. And it comes down to trust. Because I don't know, but I want to.
Yeah, keep that fresh. You should keep the faith. And if you really is the culprit, she must have had a reason, right? Maybe just not all just talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, the conclusion presented by the fact. Does that mean even Banshee no longer believes in him? Remaining effective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Let's report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's see my team. Tell me what
What the fuck?
Hey, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. What are your team's orders?
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what you did.
Oh, not really. Nothing to make.
Do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden That seems important. Can we just check out the muscle station?
Go, yeah, guys. Go. If I fight this idiot right here. Oh, damn, oh dear. Let me try the other side, I think. So crazy how you can't really stay here. Willy-nilly. After a long period of time, so yeah.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Have you been hiding?
Alright. Did that. Oh, right there.
This is getting close. Oh, look over here. Ah,
Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasonal adventurer, you know it's a spot where the ground is quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow, find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty. And the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did the animal live, or some monster?
yeah. There's a hole with no body. The purpose of this argument is that Albino used alchemy to destroy the body. But this would make it different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or clean out the ground like the other places?
One person did all this. Why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in its note? Sometimes the message only is doubts swelling in mind. Quickly return to where Jean's at. Get back, did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albino's case.
Because you need to fight clients and find bails. I see a complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes. He asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding his the identities of the victim and disappearances of the bodies. The mineral remains that were uncovered and sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just
What's wrong?
if the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. Second trial would likely be open to the public. And I don't publicize settlement will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
Second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, what can I just keep asking?
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles, stop fucking eavesdropping, Miles. Miles. Yeah, Miles could be a suspect too, bro. Like, have to wait 2 days for this one.
Is that Johnson over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's look at that.
See what Navia has in store for us.
Yeah, what's that do?
Why is she
Get
can't see?
lost, Monica! I think you should ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the hotel bar name! It was an accident. I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses? No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the professor has to say. Oh, yeah, encouraging class. You better at least hear her out.
Wait! Oh, who do you think you are telling me? All here?
Yeah.
So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself. You're still wasting your time.
I'm on blew her covered.
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff? My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the hotel de board doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula. Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overwhelmed and becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not. Overworked? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If Vermont can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of days. But Vermont can do the task because... Monica, back inside, now! Huh? But you said I shouldn't come back until... Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Wow, what a horrible person.
Well,
Sorry. Looks like I dragged you into some drama again.
so who was that?
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Bois. She's been enforcing a tight work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. Was not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next step was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, Jason has been willing to open up. And that's why I'm out of here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an
So
opportunity.
you were waiting for Savannah to leave?
Oh, shoot. Good girl. Sorry. I went to the side before spoke. You cleaning and everything?
You blew her cover, bitch.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
Either way, Savannah's seeing you now.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Well, I might as well head back to the Slavsandra then. I need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Hello, Daniel. This is kinda all by my fault.
No, it's mine too.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Slavsandra anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula tavern. Her name is, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to hide the new lipstick now. You shouldn't forget that. This is a small present from us. It's from Sandy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your home.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Really, Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
For real, like, Savannah has been a huge jerk to her own chef, bro. Like, I see why they don't. They're too scared. They're too scared to speak up because they're worried that Savannah will will rip them a new one, bruh, for doing so. But what if? But think about it. What if the customers complain about Savannah? They would probably fire her ass, dude.
Well, her stuff has been a little highly strung. Sorry for everything.
Thomas, don't make things more difficult for her.
Alright. Thank you, Candy. Come on, we'll grab it. Not the penny. Thank you for understanding. We'll soon pass the feedback on to Miss Savannah. A little highly strung, huh?
Like, looks like with Savannah in the kitchen.
Who doesn't get it? Who's so like hers and this other head stuff? Well, according to the Moss family, she hasn't always been like that. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
I guess. Never underestimate Navia's affinity
I
to
totally
sweet.
get it. Fine, give me. Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Fine. It's Gautier.
Oh, it's stuffy egg. Alright.
It's coffee? Could this mean honey? Huh? You don't know that name, Nadia? Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Blue Sandra for now. That's where we'll find the Gautier anyway.
Wait. How about this? While we're at it, we'll do two at once, bruh. You know what? Let's do two at once.
I've been here several times with my father when I was little. But stopped eating those often after growing up. I hope the food here will be here too. Oh, don't worry. We haven't met her
This
for
is
like once in a while.
Chapter 4, Act 2, so yeah.
Getting excited already. Oh, in that case, I'll go order for us first. Just wait here a moment. Everything is so good. Come on, Frankie. I know how to enjoy life. Why, of course. Go ahead. Try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Peanut you like doing next time. And if it's not, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one drink per table. Yeah! They'll have their own way of doing things. Oh, this coffee that they allow meals, but instead of treated like a victory feast, right? We did this with that dish after all.
It's only worth covering.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, Bob, we'll have another 2 dishes. I thought you could mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of pictures, do you think there's a mastermind behind the food disappearances will get caught soon now that this is all happening? No. We've certainly taken a step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that needs to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after. And so how does it have to be right in front of us? I wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that. Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before. If only I thought you were speaking. What to do with finding?
Well,
In such an investigation, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning dragon at the tail of fruit is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. Not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and receive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. But it's not like a video like this. Those high-falutin folks are not all-knowing. That's what you get. To seep into the cracks where they'll fall through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve. These plans have to be simpler than they It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I don't have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. What are your future plans?
We want to ask about the hydraulic some information.
That's true. We want to take the seafood after the trial I did. It didn't really feel like the right time or place to do it anyway. I see. So, your final objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Selena. But you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today. Yeah. We heard that she's super popular here in Spain. And that isn't happening any other time. Well, if you consider some more, ways, perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality. That's gonna be a too much fun for you. After all, it's such ideas. What did you have in mind? Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask the singer after the performance. I'm sure Lady Selena would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think? Did you suggest something a little more practical? This thing seems to me like it belongs. You want to learn how to act and act is really hard. All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourself under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep. That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is you might want to take direction. Oh, that was funny. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that?
All right. No more joking around. No. You could. I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You need to see her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations? She admitted to the actual testimony. I imagine that she feels kind of strange about the whole thing. You mean, if we catch her on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Ew, what time?
Did you drink my Fanta? Sorry about that. I wasn't really paying attention, and the cup was right next to my hand. Would you like to order another?
I like how they have Fanta in Fontaine, bro. Avia is spelled slightly different from the actual Fanta in order to avoid copyright, so yeah. So that's what it basically is. It's basically Fanta orange soda. That's what it's based off of. So. Albeit they just spell it differently to avoid getting copyright claimed by Coca-Cola. So yeah.
No, it's fine. We're just about done here. Alright. Honestly, I don't want to recommend Fanta anyway. It feels kind of salty.
What? Fanta does not taste salty, girl. Fanta tastes really good. Fanta tastes really good, girl. Like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
What's that for? Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go home. Yeah, it's pretty cute, Nadia. I wonder if it's Monica. I don't think barely sport anymore.
You try walking, you know. If you're tired, wait. you can barely float anymore, then why not just walk? Like, you use your wings all the damn time, bro. Like, it wouldn't hurt for you to just walk every now and then.
For expenses this month, yes, Hey, Nadia! What are you doing over there? Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing that Gina de Rosula can't cover.
Seems that was pretty tough for her.
What's the name of the kind of Mr. Hyper again? What, Nadia? It was just a guy, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Gina de Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority. In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
Alright.
We'll only cost even more if we go looking for them now. Let's head to the...
Go. For this time to the good shit. Oh, the shit's underground? Like, what the hell? The shit's underground?
So, who is this Escoffier anyway? See, well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel du Bourg before Savannah. She recreated a legendary Chateau du Bourg and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel du Bourg history, after the culinary genius Godet's himself. Chateau du Bourg? What's the super exclusive cake that can only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Bro, why would she let a jerk like Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel du Bourg was reported for a safety incident. Someone claimed that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu, but none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility, and she was sent to the fortress of Narratives. The fortress of Narratives?
Oh, someone took Mag. It was probably just a formality.
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, at the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah. So that's what happened. I still think it's really unfair. Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf. Oh, I get it. Well, Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stretching it out, then the solution is just get the old one back. Well, okay.
Not that
You
easy.
thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have got more sensors and hot water. At least then, you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
So she's basically acts the same as Savannah. Oh, how has Hotel Seaboard made it this far? Yeah, you said Escoffier is an respected chef upon the people who work there. But yet, as we've seen now, he acts just as mean as fucking Savannah. So how these two assholes be head chef and still had the hotel be open for business is a goddamn miracle. That the hotel's still in goddamn business. Even after the past two head chefs were assholes. Like, who are they trying to audition for? Gordon Ramsay? Because if you don't know, Gordon Ramsay acts like this too, bro. Especially on Hell's Kitchen, bro. I get it, Hell's Kitchen's a reality show, but still.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors a chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it? Yes, chef. Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember when you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice. Yes, chef. Waiting to be sure? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not pretty good.
So you're not paying customers. But I'm afraid the wait will be even longer. It's hard to talk to this Gautier when she's in a zone. Oh, we can catch up while we wait.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is there always a signal?
These days, yes. Actually, business has tripled since Gautier joined as temporary head boss.
She didn't want to go back to the hotel.
Well, in her words, the hotel divorce doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back. I guess I'll be heading off then. Wait, take this time with you. We can't search it now, and there's no sense in letting it get away. Oh, thank you, Chef. Like I said, I just don't want them going away. Oh, and tell Tiamat to get us in, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Grandma, that's the second time I've heard that name. What are you?
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son, and his mom's stuck at home taking care of dad. He decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. The Gautier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Nadia.
I told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so you might as well take them home. Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
For real.
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion. Climb on, yes? There's something I can help you with.
Oh, we can off already. Let's get the end of it. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Since you are Hillary's working for you.
I certainly am. The Phoenix headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navia's come to text me about it. But I don't work for the hotel before anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Oh, so she's the one that wanted Savannah to work there.
She was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
At least she's self-aware.
Anyway, suffice to say that given Higley between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite.
Well, like, even though that Escoffier acts the same way as Savannah, at least Escoffier, at least she's self-aware that she's not that pleasant of a chef to work with. Same cannot be said for Savannah.
CMR and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me. I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
Yeah, Monica can't eat rap.
She mentioned me. Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them? Monica. It's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us. Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
The Cartier?
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. You have to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait, so now she's...
Well, whatever the reason she came up with.
Well, let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
We shouldn't have to do it. It's about time for the second trial.
Oh, damn. Second trial. Wait, all that time passed? What the fuck? All that time passed? Stuff story mode, okay. Off the scene. There she is. You two, let me know if you're ready, and we'll head out. Ready. Alright, follow me. Second trial. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene for the second trial against Miss Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged. Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as the assessor. Ms. Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defendant. The defendant, in this case, Mr. Albedo, have done the investigation team. With that, now brings this trial to order. Ms. Hertha, having the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We take the teeth and the femur bones found at the scene to the church's medical office. and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matched that profile to a T. The medical office didn't spare the personnel, so Ms. Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hosselman, male, 46 years old. Material status, single occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion of the last trial. His disappearance went unreported, likely due to lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Luke found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Huntsman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical and magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony. The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive? Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who's better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
No one, huh?
Oh, Donna from the plaza?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward, but the night after Felix saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
Yo.
I was camping with a friend, and we decided to stop near Dragonstein. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Duke. I thought it might be nice to, pass. So I headed in his direction, and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Felix in the first place. I hadn't wanted to talk to him. I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Persa convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see you. The stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. Court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yeah. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That begs the question of how the defendant disposed of the body. I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also covered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will not present it to the court.
Oh, good job.
Evidence was we found in our bailiff's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Miss Albedo's office. The most important, which is this map. It's the one we saw, bro. Map was found with the defined note. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scene. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You realize that that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in the defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
You have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you presented a medicalist and convincing case. I give you that. But I would not admit to do something that I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking on his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious, unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with the dragon spine. Which reminds me, one of the locations that's marked on the map we found was in dragon spine, wasn't it? Lamine, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found in Dragon Spine. Rather, was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area for surrounding area for the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow. No one knew there was something to discover in the first fucking place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? Okay, second one, between Dragon Spine and Sun Winery, where the Luke thought available buried bodies is all male. The Luke decides I'm about to eat this. There's no reason for us to fly, get up and okay. Okay, I can mark location. Danny. This Bale has a plan, so I should help him out. What does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. I made an honest assessment of the facts. I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair Besides, I think I understand what Beto was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raised a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing of the bodies, the defiant used alchemy to restore the ground of its original state. But it wasn't the case at the third location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something that had been dug up. If all, if this was all done by one person, why, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the dragonfly incident happened at a different time. Some, for those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. As good as ever.
Questions, Chairman B. But allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to her point. If I cared about what's one of my incidents, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does not belong to me, and did hide things at those three locations. There was indeed bodies in these locations, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragon's Farm.
So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crime.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragon's Spine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on a mountain. The third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonfly. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me in Giant Fire was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone happens to look exactly like you. Exactly like him. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
Come on. I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonfly.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said someone was a person. I see, then it appears I need a withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone, I brought her.
Wait, you...
Ow! The person who just came in. Isn't that Hertha?
What's going
Who
on?
are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the National Livonia.
See what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine.
It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Or in the court. I've been stationed in Dragonfly all these years because there is where the subject of my research lies. The dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the east, Dovlin, defeated Durin in battle and, with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragon's spine. Durin was created through the alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. Still, his heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonfly was failed specimen abandoned by its endurance stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus? Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. You tiny imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly up the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master G, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
You clearly look identical, but judging based on his demeanor, the new arrival seems to be more like her that I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Herschel would know? The longest scar on my body. The knight who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is. I remember. Let's hear your answer. I'd like to hear Miles' answer first. Huh? You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented, confused. You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
On her arm, oh damn. Albedo? Why the nerve? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant in the next volume failed to mention the scar on Herta's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
Don't you panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawners during its life force have that ability? A powerful life force. I'm an appearance you can change at will. Yeah. Here you stand. Formless one. Paralyzed to act because you're worried using that power to affect your accomplices, then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once attempts to transform, all the surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Oh, have it your way. Whoa.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, it's giving me water!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your
There
way.
are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving on.
After her!
Time. All units move out. Third company keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human remains as part of the alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days are all part of the plan. Once the members of about order were hailed it, as for witnesses, Master D. picked up on the situation long before it stays the scene. Well, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed, follow me. So that Hertha that was with us, so most of the shit was fake. Just
How are there monsters in the city?
no monsters from Dragon's Spine and attack it immense. But fear not, we've been preparing for this shit. We've been monitoring the resurgence of the Earth's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it. It was only a matter of time before they advanced amongst that. So, we made preparations for the inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Okay, where's our first stop?
Top of the city wall. So, oh, Fenty.
Hey, Becky!
Shit, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me.
What's up the freak out? It's just us.
Perfect. I can drop Jack. Sorry. I thought you were a regular citizen. It's about time. I think we could proceed as planned. No, I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. It's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry. I'll treat you to a drink for your trouble. Uh, I just what I wanted to hear.
So, you two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Dipshit. Monsters started surging from the giant spines during trial. They soon became agitated, like in response to the core coming under pressure. Though I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution should not be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Saren absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing body?
What the witness saw was true. I did hide the bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones have already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives. when their behavior changed. No one, there was no one to notice. Monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I eliminated two who attempted to attack.
What about the remaining Phoenix sounds? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digest their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid their transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and, and bones. The only bodies Abel destroyed were the monster's mimic form. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the purification of the bodies. After we defeated the doppelganger Whopper Flower on Dragonfly, we promised to tell each other a story. Remember? You told me the story of a gardener. I remember. I'm glad. Then, you remember what I told you about Subject 2. In his suit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopper Flower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So, you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming most revitalized by that day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed and failed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for way too fucking long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people at Strange, those are the same people who just try to break into the Knights of Avonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant until finally it surged to the surface and seized control. It was also if we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power. All those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who's affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around defending innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of a mantle to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to do them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate this thing. Right? Yes, so if there's a little secret other people should know my identity, for example, I keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Thanks, Corinne. Corinne's never seen this many.
This should now be a wind current across the whole city. Everyone can you hear me? Loud and clear, all units. What's your stat?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Request requesting assistance to the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
That voice. Is that you?
You know, I was just wondering. I'm just wandering bored. Want help. Thank goodness Louise Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of the tough boxes. Alright. Now that you're okay, you should check on the status of killer areas. Thanks, friend. Media. I'm in our time to protect you. I've got things covered here. Alright, everyone's got it covered. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on the fucking bridge. Oh, look what it is. Bat. Oh, that was a close one. I suppose things are in order. Master D. Luke, I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh well. Let me get out of your hair, then. I suppose we could work together, but you would just melt my ice anyway. Do yourself. Alright, tell me. When did you notice something was off? The first trial? Because of the fake her stuff? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough. No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master D. When do you think I actually get nervous? Suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it. So for this session, we play as Luke and Kaya.
Retribution!
Wow.
Retribution!
We've had the time to make out here. I'm guessing there are areas of secure.
You can't be here because you care?
Maybe this was just the close spot to the city gate. Maintain control over the main road. Maintain control over the bow, the hotel as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
Under all this control, don't worry. My trusted civilian volunteer and I has, have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the cavalry captain for you. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check the status on the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said before. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side by the end. Believe me, he has his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just doesn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. And as for Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course, stay safe. Stay close to international noise and use borrow skills to kill them. Have to wait like a couple of seconds, yeah, guys, but yeah.
What's this?
Alright, got it. Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back on the front line, like on the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines. So I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Zariak.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Jean and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch up to you at that time, Barbara? Not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to be happening in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting, so I need you to take care of yourself. How do you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It has something to do with the Dragon Spine. And he is our authority on that region. So we should take him as word. Dragon Spine, huh? So the city's going to be in danger, yes, but the Knights of Ravonius will do whatever we can to protect the people. But then who will protect you? Don't worry. I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Oh, of course, I'm coming. These camera angles remind me of the unhinged version of like stuff like Polar Express and Consequence in cars, bruh. They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard. Everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock. Looks like we've got 25 Heli Chills, 2 Blazing Axe, Meta Chills, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. Wait, 1 second. What the hell? So this part we play as both Amber and Mika. Let's do this shit. Damn. Like, I always saw Mika as like a girl thing, bro, if I'm being honest. Considering that Mika in this game is a dude.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master D told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looked exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Dean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that was quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. The monsters replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here, I thought it was all real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Amber? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job at keeping the situation under wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. Sounds like Eula. Alright. She's looking at Hannibal Wall. That one, they're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. Someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Eartha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said that the plan would work best with someone well known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. So that explains the rumor that someone has fallen during the mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. That was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. News came from Kaya and Hertha, direct subordinaries, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on the night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more medicalist than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince fake Hertha that that she had justice. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself that she had enough to strike.
But how did I internal information even reach during those monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost was kind of a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first file, and you couldn't even defend yourself.
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have had demanded to know how I knew about Dragonfly and the monsters in the sky. And if my true identity got out, the public trust in me would have been gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer. Credit where credit is due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed. And I had to thank you. And I have you to thank that, Lamine. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me, I didn't even know there was a plan. That I have my fair apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did make the plan even stronger. In the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letter in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover, someone willing to speak the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Wind Bloom. I knew you would agree to attend a trial. I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. Fake Hertha, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonfly before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence is best for of her. The perfect time for us to strike. Albeo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense to our decision to keep that from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albeo. He's just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aw, that is why.
In that case, this is it is us to be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you in this now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Alright.
It's you.
So we play as the Traveler, Albedo, Lisa, and Razor.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
He's blown away.
Good shit.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Oh, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during wind bloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose though. My old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to sympathize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to hurt their teacher's ways. After all, and mine was a gentle man from the spontanet school. So you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Dean will have no reason to intervene.
Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Oh, well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Oh, there's Eula.
It's all my fault. I knew who was that. But such a flame like this. I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Well, now Eula has voice line.
Albedo! Traveler, come on! What brings you here?
Notifying mobile support across the region. Was there something you need to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, we kind of already told you that.
So there's nothing to be afraid of.
Cody, it disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
See, don't beat yourself up, please.
Stop and tell me the way. And you got to go away.
Alright, fine first, conversation later.
She was right next to me. And the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Alright.
Thanks for much. Fine. I see what you mean. She was not to be underestimated.
Yeah, so please help me us behind the scenes, so yeah.
Vengeance will be mine.
You want. Great work, Cleve. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time too. No problem. Just leave it to Cleve. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Cleve heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters follow you back home.
All right. The place is unsuitable for little ears.
That's right. I need to report back to Master Gene. Tell my expenses. If you have some time, make sure that Eula would be grateful if you escort her back to the headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Boss Knight.
It would be an honor. She will do her best. Return to the center of Mondstadt. Wow, this is a very huge mission, bro. This feels like a main story mission, even though that it's mainly an interlude. So yeah, something on the side, basically, an important side quest, essentially. So yeah, there's Gene right there. That should be it for now. Go work, everyone. How do we fare injury-wise? Good. Operations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit. Everyone's alright. And honestly, I gotta say this right now, but this interlude, I feel like it was the first time that Dean and Barbara both interact with each other, bro. In game. Considering that both Dean and Barbara both know our sisters, so yeah. And this is like the first time I ever hear them interact with each other, so yeah. Which is crazy in itself, so yeah.
Amber?
Yep. Right as rain. We're back. Please kept Miss Eula safe the whole day. That's amazing, please. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Point back, Master Gene. Mission complete. Good. Have you back safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could have not happened without you all. Your leadership, it's what made it possible, Master Gene. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Me and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work, you should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Want to come with us? Please. We could drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pie. Yes, yes. Hi everyone. Thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life? Oh no, apologies. Just forget I said anything. No, just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, it was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up an obnoxious, anxious voice of a child's anchor. Soren has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing subject to emotions allow him to understand certain truths about the world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found the fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine and dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, it will only it will be the only child mother needs. This mindset arose out of Dorian's instinct to please and survive and come to dominate all those around him. Of course, the observation, ob- observation of subject two's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder in the end. However, Durin still lacks significant social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a goddamn miracle.
Oh, no wonder Reggie sends the tide of anger through the wind.
That same feeling is close. Oh, Miss Phonia, here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During about, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post about Reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problem.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction and why are you alone? Do you think we were so mean at Sidegate? There was a chance to change the plan. We sent the message over the wind in the last few minutes about. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well. Because under because you're under Durin's influence, and you have been since your first dragon file over 6 months ago. You're surrounded, bitch. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from this power soon. Wait. We'll talk to Gene next episode, bruh. Next episode, we'll talk to Gene and conclude this Interlude Part 4. But now, oh boy, waste some time, bruh. Let's do this shit. Can't wait to see what we get. Oh, Oron.
From the Masters of the Night Work. Want the vegetable? Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to sell anything to you or get anything in return. There's no rhyme or reason for it, really. I just like to see what every seed grows at state. So I end up with a lot of produce. As long as my vegetables wind up in the stomach of someone who enjoys them, that's all that matters.
Alright. That's pretty cool. Oron we got. What the hell? What the hell just happened? Like, who dead ass entered my shit, bro? Like,
Oh, cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
hmm. Okay. I don't know how you got into my shit, but I just finished making the fucking stream, bro. Yeah, yeah, sorry. Anyways, sorry about that, yeah, guys. I don't know how that person entered the shit, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Abomination TV sign off.